Hello, this is information for Year 8 students who will be in school during Enrichment Week. Let's start with expectations. First of all, it's non-uniform, but it's important the students think about the activities they're doing and the weather that's going to happen over the next week and make sure their dress is appropriate to that. For example, if you're doing sports, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you need to make sure you have sports gear with you. That wouldn't necessarily be appropriate for those doing tech, so you've got to think carefully about that. Secondly, you want to think about if you're going to bring a mobile phone into school, how are you going to keep it secured? Be a good idea to bring a bag into school during Enrichment Week anyway, maybe with an extra coat and also with a bottle of water, so that might be the place where you can keep your mobile phone. And then finally, when you're on your visits, remember that you are representing the school, and therefore it's important that you behave with the expectations that we normally would have. Okay, let's take you through the week. This is Monday. So normal registration will occur first of all in your normal room at 8:30 to 8:45. No one leaves registration before 8:45. On Monday, those in school will be going on the science trip. That means they go to the courts at 8:50 and they line up in their tutor groups. From that point, you'll be told what groups you will be in for the day, and you'll be registered at that page too. Students who are going fishing on Monday will meet on the yard with Mr. Borland. He'll be meeting with you anyway to ensure that you've got your consent forms ready and that you know exactly what's happening. If you're going on the science trip, you need to pack lunch and a bottle of water. And it's really important that if you have any food allergies, you're vegan or vegetarian, etc., that you see Miss Omega, okay, because she's running the trip, so she's aware of this. You've got to really think carefully about the weather on Monday. Dress appropriately. We definitely need trainers on. They are the sensible shoe that you require, and it would be encouraged to bring a waterproof jacket. Now, for the rest of the week, you have to understand the structure of the day. That means normal registration will begin at 8:30 to 8:45, but the rest of the day is in 3 longer sessions. 8:45 to 10:15, and then we have a break for 15 minutes. 10:30 to 12 o'clock, and then we have lunch for an hour, and then 1 to 2:30, and we finish at 2:30 every day. So on Tuesday, you'll have your normal registration, and then you'll be moving to the options you've chosen. So they're in the option choices, and you can check with your tutor. They have the spreadsheet to ensure that everyone knows where they're supposed to be. If you're doing sports, you go to the sports hall at 8:50, and Miss Hagan, who's in charge of that, will then organize you into your groups. If you're doing option B, which is tech, you'll go to the main hall, and there Miss Evans will organize you into the groups that you'll be doing for the next 3 days. And option C, that's robots, games and media. If they all go to the D10, Mr. Earnshaw will divide you into the groups that you're going to have, and you'll go with the staff who you're using on that particular day. Lunch on the Tuesday is at 12 o'clock for Year 8, and it will be in Einstein's, and it will be in Einstein's for the whole week. If you are fishing on a Tuesday, you'll be meeting Mr. Borland in the yard straight after normal registration. Wednesday. And as you can see, Wednesday is a very similar pattern. By this stage, you should know which group you're in, okay? And therefore, if you're in A, you go to the sports hall just to make sure you understand what the plan is. If you're in B, you'll go to the venue for your group that you've been told the previous day. And if you're in C, you'll also go to the venue for your group, which you'll be aware of from the day before. Lunch again is at 12 o'clock, and we finish at 2:30. Thursday. As you can see, a very similar pattern. Sports, tech, and your option C. Lunch is still at 12 in Einstein's. We will have a fishing trip for Year 8 on Thursday, and they will meet Mr. Borland in the yard after they have had normal registration, and hopefully that will work. Finally, Friday, which is a little bit more complicated. So on Friday, students are in school, and they'll be doing activities in school on a rotation. So the day is slightly different. Normal registration will be from 8:30 to 8:45. You then go to the courts, and you'll be in your groups that we were putting on the Monday. Your teachers will meet you there and then take you to the first of your activities. So if you're in Group A, you'll go to B15, then you go to D6, then after break you go to B12, then A2, C3 and B24. There are students who are fishing on Friday. They again will meet Mr. Borland on the yard. So, classic questions. Where do I need to be between 8:30 and 8:45 every day? In your normal tutor group. When will I find out about my group from Monday to Friday? Monday morning. Who do I check with about fishing? Mr. Borland. If I want to change, I'm afraid it's too late. When do we finish each day? 2:30. Do I need to tell my parents what is happening? Yes. Or they've watched this video. Thank you.